do care and people do support our mission.
I know how you're away from family and so forth, and every little thing helps, especially in the holidays. So if you got loved ones that are away, they get a tree and some ornaments, and it just maybe helps them out a little bit to get through the holidays.
And it's truly an honor for us to come and help get trees to our fellow servicemen who are active duty, who are deployed throughout the world.
You can learn more about Trees for Troops at ChristmasSpiritFoundation.org. And fantastic.
Fantastic. I like that they have this tree is coming from Maine,
yeah.
So you know where it's coming from, and hopefully it gets there.
And those handmade ornaments.
Yes, that was very cute.
Very sweet. Nothing too good for the troops, so we love that. All right, let's take a quick look. Hold on. Let's take a quick look. There we go, outside. I have a look at what you can expect for your Wednesday and that snow expected tomorrow coming up.
Plus, police have arrested a 14-year-old student at Kamiakin High School after he was allegedly found with 2 loaded guns in his backpack. And the Richland community is gathering together to help a local business that was forced into a temporary closure. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Wednesday. It is 6 o'clock right now. Good Wednesday morning. Good Wednesday morning, Riley.
Thank you very much.
We've made it to midweek.
It's the midweek and everything speeds up now, I think.
It does, absolutely. And we have December 1st on Friday. Get your Advent calendars out. Very exciting. And we have snow coming tomorrow night.
Ooh, very fitting.
Yes, but today, a little bit more of that gloom we've been having past couple of days. Quick look outside. Better fog situation, especially in the Tri-Cities, Walla Walla areas. Other than that, we're still seeing some fog in places. We don't have any alerts right now, but we do have 50% visibility. Pendleton, Prosser, Yakima, 70% for the Tri-Cities, but good visibility right now. Ellensburg, Walla Walla, Hermiston. So that is good news. Now our highs today, we are going to be right around or below the freezing mark for all of our areas. And we could see a little bit of sun, but more likely than not, we're going to be seeing more of that stagnant air. And again, kind of causing a dome, creating a dome around our areas. So the sunlight just does not get through. But that changes tomorrow as we see some shower activity tomorrow morning, rain, and then evening snow. And then we'll have more snow coming in Friday morning. Then we'll warm up and see more rain this weekend, but snow is on the way. Air stagnation continues, and again, you just saw it fog in some areas. I'll get you caught up on all of that in my first alert weather forecast coming up in about 10 minutes.
Police say a 14-year-old student was arrested at Kamiakin High School after bringing 2 loaded guns to school. Officers with the Kennewick Police Department say it happened just before 2 p.m. when the Kennewick Police Department school resource officer was told there was a student who may have a gun on them. Police say the resource officers located the student and removed him and his backpack from the classroom. According to officials, when security searched the backpack, 2 handguns with loaded magazines were inside. The student was arrested and booked into the Benton Franklin Juvenile Justice Center for possession of a dangerous weapon on school grounds and unlawful possession of a firearm. Authorities say no threats against students or staff were reported. A Hanford student was taken into custody for allegedly delivering narcotics at Hanford High School. Additional information provided to the school resource officer also indicated the student was likely carrying a gun. The student's belongings were searched and a gun and narcotics were found in his possession. According to the Richland Police Department, the student was cooperative and was taken into custody without incident. The community has been recently rallying around a Richland ice cream shop. Earlier this fall, the Amethyst Creamery on George Washington Way was broken into twice in just 1 week. And just this week, the owner, Doug Tallman, put out a notice on social media that the store would temporarily close to take care of his wife, who he says was in the hospital. During this time, while the shop was closed, more than a dozen businesses in the Tri-Cities, led by Tumbleweed's Mexican Flair, have started Amethyst Week, where some sales are headed straight to supporting the Amethyst Creamery.
It really shows what our community is all about, and when the call for help is out there, people show up, and it says a lot about our community and what we care for and what our values are.
On our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com, you can find a list of all the businesses who have announced they're taking part in Amethyst Week, from restaurants to construction companies to tattoo shops and more. Tumbleweed's Mexican Flair, a restaurant in Richland, has been serving up food since the year 2000, and the restaurant has been working on expansions over the past year, with its food truck rolling out in March of this year. And most recently, Tumbleweeds has announced it's expanding into West Richland. Manager Brenton Nundahl says the lease for the current building on Stevens Drive ends in about a year, and they may or may not stay, pending negotiations. Earlier this month, the Chicken Shack Tri-Cities posted to Facebook they were planning on moving out of their Van Giesen location in West Richland, and Tumbleweeds was moving in. Nundahl says this brings another audience for Tumbleweeds.
Even though it's just right down the road, there's people, from Benton City or Prosser that's closer for them, and so they're very excited to have their opportunity at being closer to a Tumbleweeds.
Nundahl says a few changes are coming with the expansion: an updated menu, no more drive-through, and a patio space with the potential for live music. Tumbleweed starts the move-in process this Friday, and the goal is to be open for customers at the start of February. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Welcome to your Wednesday. Get ready for changes on the way tomorrow, but another gloomy Wednesday is on the way. Can't wait to get you ready in my First Alert weather forecast coming up.
Plus, disgraced South Carolina attorney and convicted double murderer Alex Murdaugh was in court again yesterday as he received his sentence for various financial crimes.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
Here at the clinic, we stay up to date on the latest research, and we offer cutting-edge therapies. We treat a number of different conditions, specifically Parkinson's disease, stroke recovery, traumatic brain injury, fibromyalgia, diabetes. We also treat folks dealing with cognitive decline due to aging.
We all have dreams and ideas about how life is going to be, and then life happens, and it's not necessarily what we pictured. So how do we deal with that? I've lived with multiple sclerosis for years. It's realizing that it's all one system. How do you reset your goals so that you can live a happy, healthy life even with chronic illness? And I can attest, yes, you can. My life is incredibly happy.
We first start by improving oxygen utilization in the cells, because healthy cells are well oxygenated. We then work towards improving areas of the brain that are inefficient, and for this we use a number of different modalities. We offer oxygen contrast therapy, hyperbaric oxygen therapy, transcranial photobiomodulation, and our latest addition, brain high-intensity interval training.
We also build a schedule for the patient that makes it easy to adapt their game plan to their lives and the therapies they do inside the clinic. To get started, call 509-783-5465 and schedule an appointment with a client advocate today.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Doctors King and Kopstein for a free live webinar December 7th at noon and find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Ooh, the DQ Cheeseburger Lovers deal is back. 2 single cheeseburgers for only $5, or 2 double cheeseburgers for just $7? For real? Oh, tell me it's as good as it looks. Deal this good speaks for itself, I guess. But you better get it before it's gone. DQ, happy tastes good.
ET and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now. Extra, extra.
Welcome back on this Wednesday morning. Well, dramatic moments in court as convicted killer Alex Murdaugh was sentenced for fraud. His victims confronting him face to face, and Murdaugh took to the opportunity to deliver a familiar message. Here's ABC's Andrea Fujii.
Disgraced South Carolina attorney Alex Murdaugh faced his victims in court as he was sentenced to 27 years for financial crimes.
Because of what you did to me, I thank God for giving me strength to get through what I went through.
Murdaugh, convicted earlier this year of killing his wife and son, pleaded guilty to fraud and money laundering. He was accused of stealing nearly $12 million from his law firm, his clients, and even his friends.
I trusted you with everything. I knew I was going to break. But I got to ask you, what kind of animal are you?
The family of Murdaugh's former housekeeper, who died after falling at his home, also spoke. Prosecutors say Murdaugh collected millions in insurance settlements after she fell, but never told her family about the money.
Those children that you stole from, everything, they lost a mother. And you stole every dime from them? I just don't understand. Did you not have a soul?
Murdaugh apologized.
And I am so sorry. So sorry for the things that I did. It is so important to me that you know how bothered that I am by the things that I did.
But he also used the moment in court to again proclaim his innocence in the murders of his wife and son.
I would never hurt Maggie, and I would never hurt Paul.
Murdaugh is fighting for a new trial in that case, claiming the court clerk influenced the jury, which the clerk denies.
Murdaugh is 55. He's already serving life without parole. The sentence he received yesterday will be served concurrently. That means even if he wins a new trial in the murder case, he'll still be in prison at least until he's in his mid-70s. Coming up, a new initiative at the Valley Mall in the Union Gap gave the community the chance to meet and find out more about local nonprofits. And I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. Let me get you ready for a gloomy Wednesday and a snowy Thursday night. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal, just $5.99, only at KFC.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Get 2.9% financing for 60 months on Rogue, plus get up to $1,000 holiday bonus cash on popular models. Better hurry, these offers won't be back in stock.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Bikes for Tykes believes every child should know the joy of riding their own bike, but many families can't afford to buy one. Since 2009, Bikes for Tykes has built and donated thousands of bikes to area kids, and we're doing it again this year. Please help with a donation online at bikesfortykesnw.com or call 509-545-1446. Bikes for Tykes, bringing the community together one bike at a time.
Maybe I got time and I'll let it go. I said, look, Mom, I ain't got no brains.
As our new Volunteers Count winners, Valerie and Steve Burnett, STCU is awarding you a $1,000 donation.
It says what we do is valued by other people.
Valerie and Steve have been directing the Royal Family Kids Camp.
Everybody volunteers, and we don't charge the state or the families.
It costs us over $100,000 to put on camp every year. Seeing these kids smile is pretty terrific.
STCU Volunteers Count honors volunteers in our communities. Please tell us a story of someone you believe is making an impact. The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Much more clearer skies this morning, at least clearer conditions concerning the fog. We have a little bit of fog in places, but no advisories this morning, which is good news. We still have plenty of clear skies above us, but you wouldn't know it. We're still kind of engulfed in that stagnation and kind of keeping a dome above all of our areas. And as we move along in our day, clear skies above us, but we should see those foggy conditions or stagnant conditions continue. But as we get into tomorrow morning, we're going to see some shower activity start to come in. And yes, we have snow in the mountains and then snow in our areas by our afternoon into our evening hours. Rain snow mix for the Tri-Cities. Looks like more rain for the Blue Mountain region. Then as that moves along, we're going to be seeing another push coming in very early on Friday, and that will persist for the next couple of hours, then transition to rain snow mix to rain for your weekend. But we do have snow on the way. We do have a first alert weather alert for Friday morning due to slick conditions with that snow coming in our overnight period. Here's another look at Thursday, and as we move along into our afternoon and into our evening, we're just going to see it slowly move through, and that means even more snow for Spokane, for Idaho, for Montana, and here's that push that's going to be coming in on Friday morning. So let's get back to our visibility. Looking pretty good throughout our areas. 50% visibility, Prosser, Yakima, and Pendleton. 70% visibility in the Tri-Cities, but still much better than we saw yesterday morning at this time. That air stagnation advisory good through tomorrow at 11. So we still got to deal with that not great air quality throughout most of our areas. So if you are susceptible to air quality issues, you just got to wait until tomorrow. Things will be improving and into the weekend as well. Light winds this morning, but we're getting used to that. We're going to see light winds again tomorrow, but then winds will be picking up Friday and especially into our weekend. So get ready for heavier winds. 15 to 25 mile per hour winds on our Saturday. So blustery conditions, and that's going to accompany rain and warmer temperatures, but not warmer temperatures just yet. We are below the freezing mark just so across our areas, and we're not going to be warming up much more than we're seeing right now. And our temperature trend, though, we're going to start warming up Friday and by our weekend and into our next work week well above our average. So that means whatever snow falls, we expect under an inch or so. That will be gone by the time we get to our weekend. So our highs today, right around our freezing mark. Again, 33 for Ellensburg, 31 for Connell, right at that freezing mark for Hanford and Tri-Cities. And over in the Blue Mountain region, 30 for Walla Walla, 33 for Pendleton. 7-day forecast, and again, we expect to see snow starting tomorrow afternoon into Friday morning, thus that alert day, and warmer temperatures with rain for your weekend. In the Tri-Cities area, same story. Snow late Thursday into Friday morning, and then warming up into our weekend. In Walla Walla, up to 32 tomorrow, and it's going to take a little bit longer to warm up, but again, late snow into early on Friday. So folks, we're going to be dealing with a little bit of snow. Again, expected to be around an inch at the most, but that will be all gone by the time we get to our weekend. But Friday morning is going to be some treacherous driving. This morning, we have patchy fog and another gloomy, chilly Wednesdays ahead, but changes start tomorrow afternoon.
For Giving Tuesday yesterday, the Valley Mall in Union Gap started a new tradition with the Festival of Trees, designed to give local nonprofits a chance to raise donations. But Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us it wasn't just about raising money.
The biggest goal of the event was to raise awareness about the local nonprofits and the work that they do in the community. And I got a chance to speak to all of them.
You know, we hear little bits and pieces around town, but to really get here and get to talk to them and find out what their mission is and who they are and who they support is so important.
For Yakima Valley Partners Habitat for Humanity, it's about building homes for people who wouldn't be able to afford them otherwise.
It makes such a difference in the lives of people. There's people who would love to have a home. They would take wonderful care of it. They just don't have the means to get into a home.
And every donation helps make that happen.
It can go towards a window, it can go towards a drain, it can go towards a door, it can go towards any part of the house because there's so many parts that are needed.
For Yakima Pride, it's about programs that help everyone feel safe, seen, and included.
It creates hope, hope for change, hope for the LGBTQ community in Yakima Valley and beyond, Central Washington.
Right now, they're working on an LGBTQ library.
Books for various ages, K through 12, as well as adults. And a lot of these have amazing stories and coming out stories, and we want to build that library so it's accessible to LGBTQ youth in the Valley.
For Team Yakima Volleyball Club, it's about giving young people across the region a chance to play volleyball.
We really want to try to spend 2 hours an evening, right, during the week with these kiddos in a positive atmosphere, growing not just volleyball skills, but life skills.
Donations going to their scholarship program to make sure money isn't a barrier.
Find ways to go, okay, let us help you participate, because that's an opportunity to keep kids safe.
For the Wellness House, it's about helping people with cancer or autoimmune issues, regardless of their income.
We have wigs and hats and prosthesis and support groups, and all of our services are free to everyone in the community that is suffering from that.
Donations help them expand.
That's kind of our major focus for 2024, is to be able to provide more programs and more services.
And for Rod's House, it's about serving young people 18 to 24 experiencing homelessness or housing instability.
Providing services that our young people desperately need: clean clothes, a place to shower, a place to just chill and exist, a hot meal every single day, things like that.
Right now, they need help to bring those young people some joy.
All of our young people fill out a wish list, and they tell us what they want for the holidays, and then we match them with members of the community to buy them those gifts.
And if you're looking for an opportunity to give beyond Giving Tuesday, Rod's House is also looking for donations of hand warmers, blankets, heavy winter coats, or anything else that the young people can use to keep warm as the weather gets colder. Reporting from the Yakima Newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Valley-wide country stores are working to support Meals on Wheels for pets this holiday season by holding a pet food donation drive. A service offered for people to homebound seniors in Yakima County. Valley-wide has been able to collect at least 6 tons of pet food for the program over the past 5 years. Company officials say it's a great way to help those seniors because for some of them, their pets might be their only companions during the holidays.
We hear stories of them choosing between spending money on medication, food for themselves, or food for their pets. We feel like this is a great outlet to help ease some of that burden for them.
People can drop off their donations at their stores in Zillah and Sunnyside now, and at their Grandview store after the grand reopening on Saturday, December 9th. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, it's time for Operation Best Friend. And this week we're featuring Bunker, a friendly boy looking for his forever home.
Friday on Apple Valley News Now. It's the final Pac-12 championship game as 11-1 Oregon takes on the undefeated Washington Huskies. The Ducks, the Huskies, the Pac-12 championship, Friday at 5 on Apple Valley News Now.
Are you smoking a turkey this Thanksgiving? Now is the time to visit Ranch & Home, your barbecue headquarters. Ranch & Home has a wide variety of smokers in different styles and sizes, with the biggest selection in the area. Ranch & Home also has you covered with accessories, spices, and rubs, just in time for the big day. Don't forget, gift cards are always available. When you think barbecues and smokers, think Ranch & Home.
You're needed, wanted, we have it stored. Ranch & Home.
It's Mattress Depot USA's November sales event.
Meaning no money down and no interest for up to 3 years on our best-selling mattresses.
Like a queen plush Sealy mattress for just $3.99.
Or an adjustable bed for just $9.99.
Or a king-size memory foam mattress for just $7.99.
Visit our showrooms or shop online at MattressDepotUSA.com.
But hurry, our November sales event ends soon.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Enjoy nature with McBee Mountain being a short hike away, and return to Anilari, where every sip of wine showcases Washington's beautiful terroir. Try one of Anilari's house-made pizzas where creativity and unique flavors change seasonally to pair with their delicious full-bodied wines. Take in the views of Red Mountain and experience the true meaning of farm to table, showcasing the fruit of the land and their efforts. Make your reservation to visit Anilari Winery today.
Save big during Cyber Week at Bi-Mart. Check out our special online-only items, from gaming consoles and accessories to TVs, printers, and so much more. Shop these deals through December 3rd at Bi-Mart.com.
Apple Valley Wine is your guide to our local viticulture and great vineyards. Coming up on our next show, how technology plays a role in wine production. A visit with some of Walla Walla's best, a Benton City world-class wine that's all about local. A Tri-Cities winery with deep roots, behind the scenes with Purple Star Wines, discover a fine wine from Zilla, and Prosser's Coyote Canyon Wines.
Apple Valley Wine, Friday night at 9:30 on Apple Valley News Now. Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back. It's now time for Operation Best Friend, where we get the pleasure of introducing you to a pet that's up for adoption at a local shelter. Terry Dawn joins us with Mikey's Chance, and she brings us Bunker. So can you tell me a little bit about Bunker and how he ended up with Mikey's Chance?
Well, Bunker and his brother were found dumped at the tracks, by the train tracks. And when they were fairly young, it's okay, and he turned a year in April, and he's, come on, sit down. So he's a great dog. He's really sweet, and he just, I can't say enough about him. He's just super. He's our Casanova, because he loves ladies a lot. And so, but he's been with Mikey's Chance for about a year, and he's ready to go to his forever home whenever the right person comes along.
Can you tell me about the kind of family that he would fit best with?
I would say obviously an active family, because he is shepherd, and then one that just wants to keep him a part of stuff, because he loves his people. He loves to be with them. He loves to be active. He loves to explore. So an active family that's willing to spend time with him and talk to him. He's very receptive to commands. He's had some professional training, and but he's super smart, super sweet, and just eager to check things out, because he's, like I said, he's only a year and a half, so he still has, he's a shepherd, so lots of energy, and that knows he's very curious, but he's a very good boy, loves to cuddle, and just wants to be loved and accepted.
Gotcha. And can you tell me a little bit, if someone wants to get involved, how can they get involved?
You can always go to our Facebook page, Mikey'sChance.com, or Mikey's Chance Canine Rescue, or to our website, and you can adopt, sign up to volunteer, to foster, or help at events. I mean, there's all sorts of different aspects. You can help out at Mikey's Chance, and
he's a little chatty.
Yeah, he's very talkative.
That's perfect.
And so, yeah.
Hello.
And we need any and all help, because there's a lot of dogs out there that need to come into the program, and we don't have enough fosters. So.
Gotcha. And you've had him for more than a year now. Can you tell me any quirks or fun stories about him?
He loves squashmallows. They're like his babies. And so he's got a couple of them, and one, a couple real big ones, and he'll just carry them around. And he's very careful with them, and you can tell that they're his babies. But he loves stuffed animals, and he's not rough with them at all. But squashmallows are hands down his favorite.
Definitely.
So,
and we should mention, whoever ends up adopting the pet that we feature here on Operation Best Friend will receive a $50 gift card to Paws Natural Pet Emporium. So if you're looking for a new best friend, Bunker right here might fit just perfectly in with your family. It's located with Mikey's Chance. Terry Dawn and Bunker, thank you so much for stopping by.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Coming up, Hamas and Israel are expected to release more hostages and prisoners today as the prolonged 6-day truce reaches its last day.
If you missed out on getting a McRib in the past, here's your chance to get one before you miss out again. The McRib returns. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Count on Apple Valley News Now and ABC for the most magical holiday programs ever, including favorites from Disney, plus so much more. Apple Valley News Now holiday shows, proudly sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health, your 5-star rated hospital.
This
may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Get 2.9% financing for 60 months on Rogue, plus get up to $1,000 holiday bonus cash on popular models. Better hurry, these offers won't be back in stock.
I sing when I'm nervous.
I like that note.
We're gonna turn this show into a musical.
Celebrity Wheel of Fortune, new tonight on ABC.
At Bruce Heating & Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating & Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now, through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating & Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Thursday night, it's the big finale of The Golden Bachelor. Make plans to be at Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar as Apple Valley News Now hosts the official Golden Bachelor watch party. Awesome food and drinks, plus enter to win great prizes as the first season of The Golden Bachelor wraps up. It's the official Golden Bachelor watch party, Thursday night at Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar in Columbia Center. From Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar, Active for Life, and Apple Valley News Now.
Aw, come on! Leftovers are for quitters! That's why the Black Friday Super Sale at Denver Mattress has been extended. And for a limited time, the more you buy, the more you save. Get $100 off every $1,000 you spend and watch the savings stack up. Or get a $300 gift when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic. Save up to $200 on our Denver Mattress brand lineup, plus 4 years no interest financing and free shipping. But hurry, the extended Black Friday Super Sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich. With fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion, or bacon, or sausage, well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Questions about another extension to the truce between Israel and Hamas as the two sides are expected to release more hostages and prisoners today. And another United States military aircraft has crashed with service members on board, this time off the coast of an island in Japan.
In a more foggy and cloudy conditions today with chilly temperatures, with big changes on the way tomorrow and then this weekend. I'll get you prepared. My first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Wednesday. We've made it to midweek. That's always a good thing.
Always love Wednesdays. We have our dog of the week or pet of the week, an Operation Best Friend. We had Bunker here. He was a cutie.
I love the name Bunker.
Bunker is a nice name. I've never heard it for a dog.
It's very unique.
Some people did not see Bunker up close like we did, but he has these massive paws that don't look like they should. Like, he looks like he should be massive compared to how big his paws are.
Sure.
It's a cute.
Yes, let's give Bunker a home, and if you are at home, let's take a look outside. And we do have quite a bit of less fog than we saw yesterday. Let's take a look at those numbers right now. We're much better in our places, and again, on our radar, we are free and clear above our areas, but we do have a bit of a change when it comes to our visibility map because we are seeing good visibility throughout most of our areas. That includes Walla Walla, that includes Hermiston, 50% visibility, Pendleton, Prosser, and Yakima. So let's take a look at what we can expect today. Could see a little bit of sun in our afternoon. It would be very brief though if we do see it. But those changes I've been talking about are coming tomorrow in the form of snow. We do expect afternoon to evening snow. Should be less than an inch, at most an inch, into Friday morning. Now, Friday morning is going to be a weather alert morning because we expect to see slick conditions with that snow overnight and below freezing temperatures. But then as we get to our weekend, we'll be warming up. So fog in some places this morning, air stagnation continues into tomorrow, and that light snow. I'll get you ready for all of that. My first alert weather forecast coming up in about 10 minutes.
Now to the Middle East, where a two-day ceasefire extension between Israel and Hamas militants is expected to expire today. On Tuesday, Hamas released 12 more hostages taken from Israel, and Israel turned over 30 imprisoned Palestinians. Now the U.S. and the world are watching to see if there will be another extension to follow. ABC's Justin Finch has the story.
This morning, more hostages reuniting with loved ones in Israel. Hamas gunmen handing over 12 hostages taken from Israel to the Red Cross, including 17-year-old Mia Limberg seen cradling her dog, both surviving more than 50 days held captive. Mia later seen embracing her mother, who was also kidnapped. So far, Hamas has released only one American, but the U.S. believes 9 more remain in captivity. No word on where they are or who is holding them. CIA Director Bill Burns now in Qatar pushing for their release and all remaining hostages. The White House saying there's no indication Americans are being held for leverage.
There's no indication that Hamas is trying to play some sort of game here in terms of the Americans. We can't just assume that Hamas has ready access to everybody in a moment's notice.
Across Israel, families of more than 100 hostages awaiting word on their loved ones. Yifat Zeiler-Paz telling ABC's Matt Gutman she's hopeful for the release of her 3 cousins, a mother kidnapped with her 2 young children.
Do you know what you're going to tell her?
How much I love her. I think it's going to be hard to let go for a minute there.
Israel releasing 30 imprisoned Palestinians Tuesday, but across the ravaged Gaza Strip, concern about a deepening humanitarian crisis. The White House says the U.S. flew in more than 54,000 pounds of medical and food aid this week, with more to follow.
Once the war with Hamas resumes, the U.S. is urging Israel to prioritize civilian safety and ensure more aid gets into Gaza, where millions are now believed to be displaced. At least 6 people were on board a U.S. military Osprey aircraft when it crashed off the coast of a Japanese island, according to Japan's Coast Guard. The accident occurred Wednesday afternoon, local time. A patrol boat and aircraft were sent to the scene. Witnesses say the aircraft's left engine appeared to be on fire. At least 1 person was killed in the crash, while the condition 2 others pulled from the waters is unknown. Numerous Osprey crashes have been reported over the years, including one in August this year when 3 U.S. Marines were killed and several others injured during a military exercise in Australia. Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich will have to wait even longer to have his day in a Moscow court. Gershkovich's pretrial detention on an espionage charge was extended by 2 months until January 30th. The U.S. Embassy in Moscow says it is deeply concerned by the District Court of Moscow's decision Tuesday. The repeated extension of his pretrial detention is significant because Russian officials in the past have refused to negotiate until after a detainee's trial. The U.S. State Department designated Gershkovich as wrongfully detained. He has been in Russian custody since late March. The Wall Street Journal continues to call for the release. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Folks, we have another foggy and cloudy day ahead, but changes coming tomorrow in the form of snow and then rain and warm temperatures on the way this weekend. I'll get you ready for all of that in my First Alert weather forecast coming up.
Plus, an exciting development for the future of sustainable air travel after a successful test flight from Virgin Atlantic.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Don't wait. Get Black Friday prices all month long now at Mattress Depot USA. Plus, get 0% financing for 5 years or pay just $39 down and get 100 days same as cash.
Mattress Depot USA.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Doctors King and Kopstein for a free live webinar December 7th at noon and find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
holidays from Queensgate Gardens. With family in town, it's time to decorate your tree. Visit Queensgate Gardens today to build your own Christmas ornaments. Tell Santa Claus what's on your list and create holiday memories that will last forever. For this season's holiday cheer, visit Queensgate Gardens.
From Washington Broadband, where we construct high-speed internet, fiber, cable, and wireless all year round. From us to you,
Merry Christmas! Feliz Navidad!
Did you know Ustria Health has 3 full-time board-certified orthopedic surgeons? Pain in your hands, knees, hips, or shoulders can reduce your quality of life. Orthopedic doctors repair bone, joint, ligament, and tendon injuries, which can relieve debilitating pain. Our surgeons treat tendonitis and carpal tunnel, repair broken bones and fractures, and replace painful, worn-out joints, putting you back in motion. Ustria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
This holiday season, think big
and shop small.
Please support the small businesses in our community.
It never hurts to shop local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Friday on Apple Valley News Now. It's the final Pac-12 championship game as 11-1 Oregon takes on the undefeated Washington Huskies. The Ducks, the Huskies, the Pac-12 championship, Friday at 5 on Apple Valley News Now.
Next live, Sebastian Maniscalco.
Do you guys wake up in the morning and turn to each other and go, oh, look at how fabulous.
Plus David Blaine.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back, everyone. Virgin Atlantic has made history flying the first transatlantic flight powered by 100% sustainable aviation fuel.
All right, the Boeing 787 took off from London Tuesday, heading toward New York. Virgin Atlantic says it uses 70 tons of fuel made mostly from waste cooking oils and animal fat. This flight was a demonstration and did not carry any paying passengers.
Because the fuels are so new, current regulations prohibit airlines from using a blend of more than 50% sustainable aviation fuel. However, the UK Civil Aviation Authority gave a special permit for this test.
All right. Fantastic.
And yeah, a long trip for such a big experiment.
Yes, and a small step for mankind. So it uses what? Again, cooking oils, cooking oils and animal fat.
Yes.
So, all right, well, hopefully it seemed to work, so hopefully we can further that technology. Quick look outside, everyone. I'm going to get you ready for your Wednesday and changes that are coming tomorrow and this weekend. That's coming up in your First Alert weather forecast.
And authorities on the west side are investigating a truck that was blown up by what they believe was a bomb inside a tennis ball. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal just $5.99, only at KFC.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Get 2.9% financing for 60 months on Rogue, plus get up to $1,000 holiday bonus cash on popular models. Better hurry, these offers won't be back in stock.
Where's the most mouth-watering pizza and best salad bar in town? Well, Hubby's Pizza, of course. And with the lunch special starting as low as $10.49 for a 2-topping Pee-wee pizza and a medium drink, why go anywhere else? Delicious, mouth-watering food with only the freshest ingredients. It's lunchtime and I'm going to Hubby's Pizza, a hometown favorite for nearly 45 years.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At the Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
You know, there's millions of people without the health insurance they need.
I get it. You feel like it's too pricey, a headache to deal with, and not worth it.
You deserve something better and better. We're on a mission to get everyone high-quality health insurance. We have plans with as low as $0 out-of-pocket premiums, a network of local doctors, and a rewards program for making healthy choices.
Nice.
That's why we're America's #1 marketplace health insurance. So call us or go online now. And Better Health. On a mission for better.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Doctors King and Kopstein for a free live webinar December 7th at noon and find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Maybe I got time and I'll let it go. I said, look, Mom, I ain't got no brains.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. We've made it to midweek. Much better visibility for the Tri-Cities this morning for many of our areas, including Walla Walla. I'll get to the visibility, but we don't have any dense fog or freezing fog advisories this morning, at least so far. So on our radar, we are free and clear above us yet again, but you wouldn't know it. All that stagnant air creating that dome, which is keeping the sunshine out. We have more clear skies, at least above us, until we get to late tonight. Then we'll be seeing a change as we see a little bit of shower activity rumbling through early tomorrow, but we have a big push of snow coming in from the Cascades, and that's going to come through Yakima, Toppenish, Ellensburg. We expect to see rain-snow mix for the Tri-Cities, and looks like a little bit more rain for the Blue Mountain region. That'll continue to move along until we get to Friday morning. More rain showers for the Mid-Columbia, but more snow for Ellensburg, Yakima, Toppenish. We could see around an inch of new snow, most likely less, but still up to an inch for Ellensburg, Yakima, and our rest of our cities. And they'll be seeing more rain into our weekend. So whatever falls will be gone by the time we get to Saturday. Here's more of a macro look at what we're looking at tomorrow. So that those early showers rumbling through, and then quite a bit of snow coming into all of our areas. Still mostly light snow. And then this is the next system coming in for your Friday morning. So just get ready for some of the white stuff on the way. So visibility right now, 50% visibility Pendleton, Prosser, Yakima, 70% for the Tri-Cities. Other than that, we're looking pretty darn good this morning. Still could get a little worse before it gets better, but still looking pretty nice compared to what we saw yesterday and Monday morning. Air stagnation advisory still good until tomorrow at 11 a.m. We have that air quality. Still, a lot of our cities are in the moderate zone. This should clear up finally tomorrow. Luckily, we haven't gotten any worse, though, than the moderate zone. Wind speeds are light, as you would expect with what we're seeing this morning. And we're going to see light winds again tomorrow, but a rapid increase. And what's odd is our winds are going to match also our temperatures and our precipitation, as they're going to amp up Friday, Saturday, and into our next work week. Up to 25-mile-per-hour winds on your Saturday, so blustery there. Our entire area is under the freezing mark this morning. Very chilly conditions, so bundle up as you're heading out the door. Our temperature trend remaining cool tomorrow. Then we're going to slowly start to warm up Friday, and then above average by the time we get to our weekend, including very warm temperatures next week. Our highs today barely above the freezing level, if at all. We actually have some cities, Connell and over in Walla Walla, below the freezing mark. 33 for Pendleton. 7-day forecast for Yakima. Very chilly till Friday. That is a weather alert morning, as we expect, again, that snow from Thursday night into Friday morning to be still around with those chilly temperatures overnight. So prepare for slick conditions there. Warming up and rainy for our weekend and our next work week. Same story for the Tri-Cities. Again, overnight lows getting a little bit warmer quicker for the Tri-Cities and for Walla Walla. So a weather alert morning coming Friday, but for today, for your Wednesday, more gloomy conditions, foggy to cloudy due to that stagnation dome We do expect to see those changes, though, to start tomorrow morning.
Someone blew up a truck in a small town on the west side of Washington state, but police are investigating the possibility that the explosive was packed inside a tennis ball. Lionel Donovan has more.
A small neighborhood in Roy was rocked early Saturday morning. A bomb planted on the hood of a car in front of Daniel Kingshot's home. Kingshot says he, his wife, and family members visiting from the UK were awakened early Saturday morning at around 3:40 a.m. by an explosion.
Got up, checked the house, made sure everything was, safe in the house. A couple of the neighbors texted us to ask if we knew what it was, and nobody seemed to know what it was, and everybody was safe, and so everybody went back to bed.
A few hours later, Kingshot discovered one of his trucks was destroyed.
I had a look around and it, I wasn't sure if something had fallen on it, JBLM dropped something on it from a height, or I just wasn't sure what was going on.
He called Pierce County deputies to investigate, and when a deputy arrived, he noted the smell of gunpowder coming from the truck and saw pieces of a tennis ball.
This person lives so far off the roadway that it seems like they almost were targeted on purpose. Normally we see that it's some sort of dispute. But I was just talking to somebody else, and honestly, we do see some wild things out in the county sometimes.
Kingshot says his family was shaken by what happened, but he enjoys the neighborhood and doesn't plan on going anywhere.
I'm not going to run away from somebody who's going to do this to me. What's going to happen is I'm going to have to give myself the ability to defend myself from people like this, which is unfortunately something that a number of us in unincorporated Pierce County have to do.
Lionel Donovan, King 5 News.
We'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast, but first a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, it's the Christmas tree video blowing up TikTok.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Andrea Coward and her family cut down their own tree at a tree farm, and 2 weeks later, they got a surprise.
There was all these little bugs everywhere. They were little baby praying mantises.
They develop over the course of a few weeks, and then surprise!
Though the video was shot in 2018, the new post about it is lighting up the internet with over 4.7 million views and counting. And this morning, the woman behind that video is telling her story to GMA.
Just wanted to bring awareness to what could be in your tree.
So are unwanted guests in fresh Christmas trees really something we have to worry about? We'll have what you need to know coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
There's challenges, and I love overcoming challenges.
When Better Money Habits content first started coming out, it expanded what I could do. For Special Olympics athletes with developmental needs,
thousands of Bank of America employees like Scott spend countless hours volunteering to teach people how to reach their financial goals.
It felt good. It felt like I could take on the whole world.
What would you like the power to do?
Whoa, the new iPhone 15. With that amazing camera, I wish my family had them. Zoe, you're an action star. Take action. Join T-Mobile and get 4 new iPhone 15s on them and 4 lines for $25 a line. With that camera, I'll be sharing pics from the slopes. You do not want to see yourself skiing. Yeah, I'm good at skiing. Your stunt woman is.
This holiday at T-Mobile, get 4 new iPhone 15s on us and 4 lines of unlimited for $25 a line.
What do you think of the jacket? You look like a marshmallow.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:52. We're going to get to your first alert forecast in just a moment, but we begin with a look at this morning's top stories. A 14-year-old student was arrested at Kamiakin High School after bringing guns to school. Yesterday, the Kennewick Police Department school resource officer was told there was a student who may have a gun on them. According to officials, when security searched the student's backpack, 2 handguns with loaded magazines were inside. The student was arrested and booked into the Ben Franklin Juvenile Justice Center for possession of a dangerous weapon on school grounds and unlawful possession of a firearm. A Hanford student was taken into custody for allegedly delivering narcotics at Hanford High School. Additional information provided to the school resource officer also indicated the student was likely carrying a gun. The student's belongings were searched and a gun and narcotics were found in his possession. According to Richland Police, the student was cooperative and was taken into custody without incident. A school bus, a semi, a pickup, and a car were involved in a crash on Taylor Flats Road in Franklin County yesterday. Just before 7 a.m. east of Elm Road, authorities say the school bus and semi were involved in a minor crash. While children were on board at the time, no one was hurt. 2 other vehicles were then involved in a separate crash due to the speed of the original crash scene. Authorities say there were minor injuries in that crash. The road was cleared in a little over 2 hours. The community of Richland has been rallying around a local ice cream shop after the Amethyst Creamery on George Washington Way was broken into twice in 1 week earlier this fall. This week, the owner, Doug Tallman, announced a temporary closure to take care of his wife, who he says was in the hospital. During the closure, Tumbleweed's Mexican Flair has led over a dozen businesses in the Tri-Cities in starting Amethyst Week, where some sales are headed straight to supporting the Amethyst Creamery. And speaking of Tumbleweed's Mexican Flair, the Richland restaurant has been serving up food since 2000. With a food truck rolling out in March of this year, the restaurant has been working on expanding. And their next move, Tumbleweeds has announced its expansion into West Richland. Earlier this month, the Chicken Shack Tri-Cities announced they were planning on leaving their Van Giesen location in West Richland, and Tumbleweeds was moving in. Manager Brenton Nundahl says this brings in another audience for Tumbleweeds. The Valley Mall in Union Gap kicked off a new holiday event yesterday called the Festival of Trees. The mall offered local nonprofits a free opportunity to raise donations from the community by creating unique holiday trees. Yakima Pride, Team Yakima Volleyball Club, Rod's House, Habitat for Humanity, and Wellness House took them up on that offer. People who donated were entered into a raffle to win their special tree, but the goal of the event wasn't just to raise money, but also awareness.
We have some light out there, folks, as we're moving along in our midweek morning. Welcome to Wednesday, and a little bit less fog for the Tri-Cities area at 70% right now. Much better conditions for Walla Walla and Hermiston, especially compared to what we've seen the past 2 days. Perfect visibility there, but we have 50% visibility Yakima, Prosser, and Pendleton. So keep an eye out for more fog in your area this morning. That air stagnation advisory continues until tomorrow late morning. That means we're still going to be seeing quite a bit of that dome that is being created by this air stagnation. So we're not going to be seeing much sunshine today, despite plenty of clear skies above us. Air quality remains either moderate or in the good zone. We're going to see much better air quality tomorrow. So if you suffer from air quality issues, relief is on the way. And as we move along in our morning hours, light winds expected tomorrow, but then they will pick up Friday. Could even see up to 25-mile-per-hour winds as we get to Saturday. So blustery conditions are on the way. So as we look at our temperatures, we are below the freezing mark almost across the board, 32 for Hermiston. So chilly conditions continue. But folks, we're not going to see much warmer conditions than this for your highs, but we are going to see those warmer conditions come this weekend. So our highs today, 33 for Ellensburg, 36 our hot spot, or our not as cool spot in Toppenish. For the Mid-Columbia, we are right around that freezing mark. Connell below the freezing mark today, and below the freezing mark as well for Walla Walla at 30. 33 for Pendleton. We do expect to see the return of snow tomorrow evening for many of our cities into Friday morning. Then we'll see warmer temperatures, rain snow mix to rain Friday, and there's plain old rain for your weekend. But do get ready for snowfall tomorrow evening. Riley.
Thanks for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. GMA is next. Local news is back at 5.